What's up guys, Houndish here, and today I've just got a very brief Destiny 2 news update. It's brief, but it's absolutely a worthy one at this point in time. There's a lot of conversation about the endgame, quality of life, system changes, all this kind of stuff that we haven't heard about coming in Season 2 or Curse of Osiris, and we finally have some actual words from Luke Smith on Twitter that Bungie will be addressing this stuff before Curse of Osiris and actually talking about it. So Luke Smith said, next week the Destiny 2 team will detail the systems side of the December update. It includes economy updates for vendors and acquiring their gear, tokens, legendary shards, investment updates, new reward systems for weapons and armor, as well as gameplay updates and more. And then he adds a second tweet, additionally, Noseworthy and I will be answering some questions and addressing community feedback we've been reading since launch. We'll see you soon. So that is what Luke Smith said. And, you know, some basic communication can really go a long way, can't it? I mean, we've been through these various reveal streams for Curse of Osiris, and there hasn't really been any comment about it. You know, they haven't even indicated at a certain point in time they're going to have this discussion. And I think that has really added to, you know, all this tension in the community that, you know, we're not going to see the changes we want to see. And I think in terms of communication, you know, it hasn't been handled particularly well on Bungie's part, although, you know, I do think that Bungie have had a lot on their plate. Obviously they're trying to launch this expansion. If they're actually making changes, they will have been spending the time doing that. And I said a little while ago that perhaps what they were doing is not speaking about it, because obviously when you're working in this kind of really close timeline, there is potential that, you know, they're actually making changes right up to before Curse of Osiris actually comes out. So whether these changes should have been in the game or not, or, you know, whatever at launch, the fact is, if we're going to carry on playing the game, these are the conversations we need to have. And there we go. So they're going to be talking about the systems side of the update, economy changes, which does include vendors and acquiring gear, tokens, and legendary shards. This is all good stuff to hear about. He mentions investment updates for new reward systems and everything like that, general gameplay updates, and they're going to actually refer to community concerns and give, you know, some kind of feedback about that stuff. But as to specifically when it will happen, we didn't get that information. So, you know, it could be that we see some of it inside of the final Twitch stream, which happens on Wednesday. It could also be that we'll see, you know, quite a bit of stuff inside of the weekly update. This is something I kind of hoped would happen last week, you know, is that the weekly update would come out and they'd detail some other things and it might kind of cool people down a little bit. And when I say cool people down, I'm not saying that like, you know, I don't agree with the problems with the game. I mean, absolutely I do. Many of you guys will have heard about it from me a number of times. It's certainly promising to have this said at this point in time. It gives us that little bit of hope that some of this stuff is going to be addressed, and, you know, the fact that he's made this point means that there obviously is some kind of bulk of things that we need to learn about which will change inside of Season 2. So I thought many of you would probably want to know about that. I figured I'd just drop it into a quick video. If you have enjoyed the video, a like is appreciated. Let me know your thoughts below. Are you happy that we've had this little bit of communication? Are you excited to see what these changes are going to be? I think we need to temper our expectations still. They're not going to, you know, completely turn the game on its head and everything's going to be, you know, the exact opposite of what it is right now, but changes are good steps forward and we're going to hear about them. So let me know your thoughts, guys. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny 2 content, but for now, have an awesome day.